The storm raged fiercely, waves crashing violently against Ekene's small wooden boat. His hands trembled as he clutched the glowing golden cowrie, its shining lights piercing through the darkness. Thunder roared, and lightning illuminated the sea, revealing monstrous shadows in the waves. Please, please forgive me, Ekene screamed into the howling wind, his voice barely audible over the chaos. The boat rocked dangerously, threatening to capsize as the ocean seemed to rise against him. Suddenly, the golden cowrie burned hot in his hands, tearing his skin. He winced in pain, his tears mixing with the salty spray of the ocean. "Take it back," he cried desperately, throwing the cowrie into the depths of the sea. As the cowrie disappeared beneath the waves, the storm abruptly stopped. The ocean grew calm, the sky cleared, and an unsettling silence filled the air. Ekene collapsed into the boat, his chest heaving as a deep voice echoed around him. "You cannot undo what had been done, but you may yet find peace if you learn from your mistakes." 1 year earlier, life in the small fishing village had been simple but hard. Ekene, a kind-hearted fisherman, struggled daily to provide for his wife Nkem and their 2 other children, Chika and Obi. The ocean, vast and mysterious, had always been both a friend and a foe to Ekene. Most days, it gifted him with enough fish to feed his family. Other days, it left him empty-handed, his net coming up with nothing but seaweed. Ekene was a humble fisherman who spent his days casting his net into the ocean and praying for a good catch. Ekene was well known in the village not because of his wealth or influence, but because of his kind heart. Despite his struggles, he always shared what little he had with his neighbors. Ekene lived with his wife Nkem and their 2 children, Chika and Obi. Life was hard for them. The family often went to bed hungry, as the ocean bounty was unpredictable. Still, Ekene believed in hard work and honesty, teaching his children the value of perseverance. One fateful morning, Ekene woke up earlier than usual. The air was cool, and the waves seemed gentler than ever. With a hopeful heart, he set out to the sea in his small wooden canoe. He paddled further than usual, guided by an inexplicable urge. As he cast his net into the water, it felt unusually heavy. He struggled to pull it out, expecting a large haul of fish. But when he finally dragged the net into the boat, he found something extraordinary: a glowing golden cowrie shell. The shell shimmered with an otherworldly light, radiating warmth and beauty. Ekene had never seen anything like it before. He held it up to the sun, and its glowing hue sparkled like the morning dew. Curious, Ekene took the cowrie home and showed it to his wife and children. Nkem was surprised, but she also felt a sense of unease. "Ekene," she said, "this shell is no ordinary treasure. We must be careful." Despite her warnings, Ekene decided to keep it. That night, as the family slept, the cowrie glowed brighter, filling their small huts with a soft golden light. The next morning, something miraculous happened. Ekene went fishing again, and his net was fuller than it had ever been. It was as if the ocean himself was gifting him its riches. Day after day, his catches increased, Soon, Ekene was selling fish to the other villages and earning more money than he had ever imagined. With the newfound wealth, Ekene's life transformed. He built a bigger house for his family, bought new clothes, and even hired workers to help them with their fishing business. The villagers marveled at his success, and some villagers whispered that the golden cowrie was a charm from the gods. However, wealth began to change Ekene. He grew more ambitious and less generous. Where he once shared his catch with his neighbors, he now charged exorbitant prices. He became consumed with expanding his wealth, believing the cowrie to be the key of his prosperity. Nkem grew worried. "Ekene," she said one evening, "this wealth is not natural. You were a kind man before, but now greed has taken over your heart. We must return this cowrie to the sea." But Ekene refused. "This cowrie has brought us blessings," he argued. "Why would we throw it away? You should be grateful for the life we have now." As time passed, strange things began to happen. The once bountiful ocean turned against Ekene. His workers started to complain of accidents and mysterious illness. The fish became scarce, and storms wrecked his boats. One night, Ekene dreamed of an old man dressed in flowing white robes. The man had a stern expression and spoke in a thunderous voice. "The golden cowrie was not meant for greed. Return it to the ocean, or you will face the full route of its course." Ekene woke up in cold sweat, but dismissed the dream as nonsense. He continued to cling to the cowrie, hoping his fortune would return. The curse grew stronger. One day, Nkem fell gravely ill, and no healer could cure her. Ekene's children, Chika and Obi, began to have nightmares and refused to go near the golden cowrie. The once happy family was now living in constant fear and sorrow. Desperate, Ekene sought the help of a wise elder in the village, Baba Ifeanyi. After hearing Ekene's story, the elder shook his head. "The cowrie belongs to the spirits of the sea," he said. "You have angered them by keeping it for yourself. You must return it immediately." Realizing his mistakes, Ekene decided to return the cowrie. With trembling hands, he placed it in his fishing boat and paddled out to the deepest part of the ocean. He whispered a heartfelt apology, begging the sea spirits to forgive him, and dropped the cowrie in the water. The moment the cowrie sank, the ocean calmed and a sense of peace washed over Ekene. When he returned home, Nkem's health began to improve, and his children stopped having nightmares. Though his wealth did not return, Ekene found happiness in his family's love and the simple joys of life. Ekene shared his story with the village, warning others about the dangers of greed and the importance of humility. The villagers respected him more for his honesty and wisdom from his past wealth. From that day on, Ekene returned to his humble life as a fisherman, grateful for every little blessing. And though he was no longer rich, his heart was full of wealth that truly mattered: family, love, and peace. And so the tale of Ekene and the cursed golden cowrie comes to an end. A story of greed, consequences, and redemption. Let this serve as a lesson. Not all treasures bring fortune, and sometimes true wealth lies in wisdom and contentment. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel for more captivating African folktales. Your support keeps these stories alive, and I can't wait to bring you the next one. See you in the next tale.